Welcome back to Super Sister Signs, a best friends podcast where we talk life, love, and a little bit of astrology. I am your no-nonsense Capricorn co-host, Juanita.
And I am your cozy, compassionate Cancer co-host, Brooke.
A secret is that we're re-recording this intro because... Brooke, why?
I messed up the sound.
We're still learning.
But we are still learning.
We're still learning. It's just two girls doing this.
That's it.
We don't have a team.
No.
Doing IT for us.
No, it's just two girls.
It's just two girls, so the sound quality is not what we intended.
But we thought the content was still worth hearing. So
thank you for your understanding and your patience.
And
we love you.
Please, please, please enjoy this very, very special episode. Oops.
All advice.
We hope you voted. We hope you voted in your local election. LA, very easy.
One question.
Yes.
That's it.
Yes. On Prop 50. And good luck to New York City.
What's going on in New York City's election?
Come on, the mayoral race.
Oh.
Zoran Mamdani.
Yes.
Who has like a 93% like
approval rate?
Yeah. Or like is up in the polls by that much, and Cuomo, who lost the primary and is insisting on running as an independent, has like 3% polling.
So they don't need our luck. They're gonna be fine.
But it's very exciting.
Yes.
Because Zoran is like openly socialist, is like free childcare for everyone in New York City, free buses. Let's take care of the people. Yeah. And so obviously the Democratic establishment is terrified.
Yeah.
Because Democrats are bad.
Yeah. They're certainly not socialist.
No. They're afraid of all that.
Yeah.
They're Republicans with like a heart emoji.
Literally that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it. Yes.
You know that like meme of like can we have food or whatever? And Republicans are like, no. And Democrats are like, no.
Heart emoji. Yeah, literally.
No. So kind of fun.
I hope that works out. Because my friend is about to have a baby in New York City and she needs free childcare.
Right. Oh my God, so true. Hopefully they follow in the footsteps of Chicago. We elected, back when I lived there, the last mayoral race, we elected Brandon Johnston, who, there was a protest recently in Chicago, and what did he call for? Oh, he called for a general strike.
Whoa.
Which I think is like awesome.
Yeah.
For a mayor to do in a
very
major
much
city.
So, yeah. I went, whoa, because it was unexpected.
Yeah, so and it's, I mean, the people are mad.
Yeah.
Like, can we at least get anything, please?
We're done.
We're cooked.
We're mad, we're tired, we're hot, we're hungry.
We're living in a police surveillance fascist state.
Yeah. And not even like a little bit.
Like, deep textbook.
Yes.
Fascist textbook.
Yeah. It will probably be in textbooks later.
Who knows
if those are still around.
Yeah, actually, who knows what's gonna be in those? Maybe we won't even have books. Maybe it will be illegal to read.
Probably.
Like
maybe all the books will be like digitized numbers that they syringe into our brains.
Or it'll be like The Giver, where we're not allowed to have memories about anything. Remember that? You know that book? Are you kidding me? You don't know this book?
I probably read it and then forgot it.
What?
They took my memories. You know I don't have memories.
You're living in The Giver because you have no memories. Yeah. So The Giver was a young adult dystopian future novel, my favorite.
Yeah.
Where they're all living, all the memories of history have been taken away from everyone. So they live literal black and white lives. There is no color. They have no memory of hunger, pain, war. Everything is like by the book and controlled. Like when the kids hit puberty, they're like given shots to suppress like romantic and sexual urges. They have arranged marriages. Everyone is assigned a career at a certain age, so including birthers. So there are women who are assigned being birthers.
Oh my
and
God.
So like you don't reproduce, you can't pick your partner, you're like assigned a baby, like all these, like you're not allowed to feel anything. But one person is assigned the job, the receiver. So our main character,
The giver and the receiver,
has been given the receiver's job, and there's only like one every once in a while.
and they do what?
And the giver is this very, very, very old man who lives on like the edge of town. And what he'll do in their sessions is he'll decide what memory to give the child, and press his hands like into his back, and then he'll have the memory, and then be able to hold that memory and like, you know, receive it and hold it for society.
Whoa.
And so it's everything from colors, war, joy, Christmas, sledding, a broken bone, like all these things that do not exist. And so he holds all of that. And the idea is that they took it away from people because it was too hard. But then one child has to hold all of it for everyone.
And that's not too hard.
And then he obviously is like, we can't live like, oh no, what he finds out, so then his family takes in this baby who needs a little bit of extra support. The receiver, the child's family, has taken this baby into their home who needs a little bit of like support, like physically, like is not like up to weight, something like that.
Okay, yeah.
So they're taking care of him. Otherwise, because sometimes people will go elsewhere, and he does find out that elsewhere is like euthanizing
Oh my
people.
god.
So like elderly people will go elsewhere. They do not die naturally. They're like
Everyone is
lethally injected. And like there are no twins, so they'll like pick the twin that weighs less and send them elsewhere. So I think he finds out that they might like send the baby elsewhere, and so he escapes with the baby. Yeah, exactly. He kind of tries to like radicalize his friends, and they can't be because they don't know. They don't have the memories.
That's so stressful.
Yeah. And he like runs away, but then it's like they also don't have weather. It's always like it's nothing.
How? So like if
I don't know.
if someone breaks
What?
So if someone breaks their bone, they are sent elsewhere so that no one has the memory of a broken bone.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't ask that.
It's a little with dystopian futures. A little bit. I'm the way that you are with Fantasylands.
What?
Where I'm like, I have to understand why the system is this way, how it works.
Yeah, I just explained it to you.
Yeah, but then I said, but how do they? And you said, I don't know.
Well, also I haven't read it in a very long time. Maybe there is an explanation.
Maybe there's okay. I'll give it a shot.
It's a great book.
It sounds horrific.
I read it a lot as a kid.
It's
They
devastating.
made a movie. You can watch the movie.
Can't be better than the book.
No, it's not.
Why would I waste my time?
Why did we talk about this? Why did I bring this up?
Because you're supposed to vote. And we hope you voted.
Oh, you're supposed to vote.
Remember that you have the right to vote.
Please vote. It's kind of the least you can do at this point. Okay.
The way that the sun like went down as we were having that conversation has put me in a dark place.
Literally.
I feel dark
Well,
inside, and we have counsel.
we haven't even addressed what this episode's about.
No, I was like, very special episode, and then you were holding up your ballot.
Because I need to fill it out and drop it off.
Yeah.
Today.
Yeah.
Or tomorrow.
Today or tomorrow. Why not tonight?
Okay, tell us what this episode's about.
It's a very special episode. Oops, all advice.
Oops, all advice. Oops, we will think twice and then give you sound counsel. Oops, all advice. Oop, where are you looking?
I saw something crazy in the window. Like a ghost or something.
What was that?
That was like a projector outside for a moment. I don't know how I got so distracted because
over, and you were like bobbing and weaving, like you did look like a bird doing a mating dance with a terrified expression on your face because you just kept bobbing and weaving and looking and being afraid while I was singing my song, and it was really crazy.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry.
No,
I'm off to such a weird start.
Don't be sorry. It was just so funny.
Well, I'm not used to it being dark out there.
Yeah, it is. Daylight savings. Surprise.
I gotta get used to it. I really liked your song until I couldn't hear it anymore because all I could hear was my own heartbeat. Come, 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 come in my ears.
So like Brooke said, we're doing a very special episode where we're just giving advice. We have some Cosmic Counsel questions to address. Let's just jump into it. Okay, I'm gonna read the first query.
Okay.
Hi, Super Sister Signs. I had the same job since I was a teenager, and now I'm in my early 30s. I quit said job earlier this year and unfollowed my former boss on Instagram because that's the app I have to use the most for my small business. What I haven't done is unfriend them on Facebook. Who uses Facebook anymore? Me! Purely for my buy nothing group and marketplace. What this means is because they were such a huge part of my life for so long, and I ran their business accounts, they pop up onto the top of my feed when I open the app. Here's where the advice question comes in. Is it okay that when I see them come up in my feed, I get a sick little thrill? Part of me feels like I'm emotionally self-harming by letting them continue to be in front of my eyeballs, but another bigger part of me is so curious as to how things are going and what this absolute wild card of a person is up to. I feel like it motivates me a little to keep working harder and make a name for myself. Is that sick? Am I sick? Signed, professionally victimized by a Gemini.
I love this question.
I love this question.
I kind of feel like it's one of those questions where the answer is secretly hidden inside the question.
Which is what?
Which I think is you keep doing what you're doing until it stops working for you.
Yeah.
You're like, no one has to know that you're this sick, twisted little freak who's looking at your old boss being a crazy nincompoop online. Like,
yeah.
Also, that's like pretty normal, I think. There's like, it's basically Schadenfreude. That German word for like someone else's pain. Giving
Joy at the misery of others.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. So you're kind of just experiencing a normal human emotion, and it like I'm hearing like, oh, maybe maybe I am self-harming, or like maybe I shouldn't do this, but I'm not. But then I'm also hearing like I am interested. I think it's kind of funny and it is motivating to me.
I like it and it helps me.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Yeah, I'm curious about the emotional self-harm because this question doesn't actually kind of explain what is harmful.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like this is a positive experience for this person.
Yes.
Generally.
Yeah.
And I guess like, let's say if you're going through a breakup with someone, which this is a professional breakup.
Yeah, 100% it is.
Like, typically my advice is, like, block them, do not look at them, you need space. You cannot not have space.
But there are always exceptions to the rule. And this person has created space for themselves already by blocking them on Instagram.
Right, and also, it's not a relationship like that.
Mm-mm.
And if you get your sick little thrill, then who cares if it's sick?
Yeah.
I don't care. Do it.
Yeah.
I love to look at people that I don't speak to anymore and wonder if they got a divorce.
That is specifically what Facebook is for. So you can keep tabs on people who are essentially strangers to you, but that you have a thread of a connection to for some reason that you don't understand.
Yeah. Sometimes I will go, oh, I forgot about this person. Then I'll kind of click through and be like, are you still married? You got that kid? Whoa.
It's pretty fun.
You still in this place?
Cool.
I love to do divorce detective work.
Oh,
it is so interesting to me when I see a person all over someone's feed and then it's suddenly silence.
Mm-hmm.
And then I will go digging through that feed. Where are you? Where's that person? Nowhere to be found. It's amazing.
Do you ever take to Google? after that? Like try to find filings and stuff?
No. Have you?
Me neither. Never done that.
Wait, have you really not?
No, I have.
Where do you find like a divorce filing online?
Sometimes they're just like available. You can't see like all of it, but like if you know the first and last names of both of the parties and like the city where it took place, sometimes you can just find it. Especially if it happened like long enough ago. It depends on if it's fresh or if you're looking for old information. Kind of
Interesting.
fun. Yeah, I found that out recently. I was digging up some information, some dirt on an old boss that I didn't like and wanted to take down.
And do you like looking at this boss on social media?
They don't have a social media, so I
Do you
would
wish
actually
that they did?
Yes.
Okay, so
Yes.
professionally victimized. Keep doing what you're
going.
doing. Keep going.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's fun for you and it helps you professionally, so I can't care. Keep doing it.
Yeah. Next question.
Next question. Why don't you
Okay.
read it?
Okay, I will. Okay. This question reads, "Hi, I really want to be better at cooking, but I'm really disliking it. Do you guys cook? And if so, how do you enjoy yourself and not get too overwhelmed with what could go wrong?" Paula.
Overwhelmed with what could go wrong is an interesting qualm to have when it comes to cooking.
I have to speak on this because, not to put him on the spot, but Joe gets stressed out like this in the kitchen.
Okay.
He feels like he's moving too slow.
Oh.
He gets overwhelmed with the steps, and he's gotten like much better at this because I've been kind of like, just take it slow, honey. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
Like, but I can understand kind of like where this maybe is coming from. Like this, so the answer is yes, we both cook quite a bit.
You and I.
You and I.
Yes.
Yes. And I would say that we both enjoy it.
Yes, but I haven't always.
No, true.
Yeah.
Well, okay, I want to hear your journey. First.
I was just never a cook. Didn't really like it. Thought I was bad at it. I had an ex-boyfriend who was actually pretty good at it. And he cooked a lot for us. And I picked up little tricks and just like observed some things that he did. And then we broke up less than a year before COVID. So I was completely alone during COVID. And one of the things that I decided to do was not get takeout. So from March to July, I didn't get a single takeout meal or delivery. So I cooked literally everything. And that was kind of how I practiced. And it was just me. So I think I have like maybe two pieces of advice. If it's just for you, who cares if it goes wrong?
Literally, who cares?
Especially if you'll eat it anyway.
Yeah.
And I still do that. Like, I'll be like, this could have been better all the time.
Yeah.
And I only really feel I'm worried I only think about it if I'm feeding to someone else.
Right.
I'll feel worse about the things that went
same.
wrong.
I'll just be like, I wanted it to be this way.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
If not, then it's like, damn.
Because feeding someone is one of the things I really like enjoy doing. I think it's very fun for me.
Me too.
But it seems like you're not there yet. So how do we get you there? Which is fine. So I think cooking for yourself, practicing, and letting go of the expectation that it's going to be good.
Yes.
But then also, if you, maybe this isn't the issue because it maybe seems like overwhelm is the issue, but maybe cooking with someone who has a better idea of what they're doing, or just to make it more fun to know that you're going to share a meal with someone at the end of it is way more enjoyable than cooking for yourself. So there are two sides of that coin. You can have like a low stakes approach to it by yourself, or find like the communal joy in food with someone else.
I think that kind of answers both parts of the question of like how to have more fun with it and also how to not get overwhelmed. Communal it. Have a friend over who you like to hang out with. They don't even have to be good at cooking.
Right.
And you can just
like, you fuck it up and you're like, haha.
Yeah. Or you might like accidentally make a really yummy, easy pasta dish that then you like rely on making for yourself sometimes because you're like, well, that was kind of fun and easy.
And I would also say, like, the internet is your friend, always.
Yes. Hold for siren.
Hold for siren. I'm a big Instagram recipe girly. And if you maybe search on TikTok or Instagram and find something that looks yummy to you and you save it or like it, then the algorithm will just feed you more of that type of thing.
Cool.
And then you can feel like excited about making something that looks yummy to you.
Nice. I would also recommend, I really felt like I got more confident in my cooking skills the more I learned like techniques, like went all the way back to basics and was like, okay, what's like the best way to cut a tomato? And I would literally like go on The Kitchen is like a really great resource. Kitchen with no E at the end. Kitchen. But they like, I feel like they have really good, like very, very basic recipes, like how to roast a salmon fillet in the oven.
Yeah.
Nothing crazy, just this is how you should do it.
Yeah.
This is how you could do it. And then like once you get those basics down, you can kind of have fun with just like looking at what's in your pantry and being like, how can I combine these two flavors or like these textures or like
Totally.
how can I amp up this very basic dish that I'm used to making? I think that might like also reduce some of the overwhelm if you feel more confident with just like really, really basic stuff.
And honestly, salt, pepper, and butter go a long way.
Really long way. A really long way.
Really long way. You can also use the internet to be like you said, like what do I have in my kitchen? There are websites, I think it's called Supercook, where you can literally click all the things you have in your kitchen. It will give you recipes for everything that you already have, which is really nice. And
there are a bunch of websites like those. So like,
yes.
Yeah.
And then you can also be like, okay, I want to cook for two, recipes for two. Recipes for one. One pot dinners. Like, the Google has it all.
The internet is like, there's just so much information about food and cooking on the internet compared to information about everything else. I feel like there's you think there's information about movies? Try food.
Try food. Also, you know what? I feel like I've learned a lot from cooking shows.
Yes.
Like reality TV cooking competitions specifically, because I don't really watch anything that's not reality TV.
Yeah.
And especially if the show involves some sort of home cook or amateur, then the show will kind of comment on techniques that are accessible to people like us.
That's so nice.
So it's not all like the fancy stuff like they're gonna do on Top Chef.
Right.
But you're gonna get more like, oh, well, that pan should have been hotter before they did these steps, for example. I was like, oh, that's really good to know.
It's things like that. I also feel like I'm still learning. Like,
yeah, totally.
I'm consuming information about cooking and about food. Like even when I also go through phases where I'm like, I'm so tired of cooking. I don't like it. Sometimes like for weeks at a time. But to solve that, now we're going down a whole rabbit hole of how to feed yourself when you don't feel like cooking,
which is different.
It's different. But yeah, on that note, like I'm not really a watcher of reality cooking competition shows, which I should become one because
why not?
Why not? But I really like to fall down like a YouTube rabbit hole of like the Bon Appetit chefs really got me before the big shakeup in their staffing and employment. Actually, a lot of the Bon Appetit chefs that like left kind of then started their own little video and cooking bits, and they're just fun to get into. I'll have to watch Allison Roman just do something in her kitchen.
Yeah.
Tell me to put a lot of dill and salt in something. I see.
Easy.
Yeah, I will.
I will do that.
Why not?
Just add salt and
Just
butter.
salt and pepper.
And pepper.
Well,
should we move on?
Next question.
Next question. Here we go. I am 29 and still pursuing being a music producer and performer. I work multiple part-time jobs, barista, bartender, to be able to pursue my dream of being a full-time musician one day. But I don't have health insurance and my schedule is super inconsistent. I know that I'm not that old, but I feel like I'm getting to the age where I should be further along in life than I am. Should I try to get a more reliable day job that gives me more stability and think of music more as a hobby? Or continue to juggle the balance of odd jobs and fulfilling my creative urges? Then this person says, I feel like I know the answer, but I thought it could be good to hear you two discuss. Which I find really interesting because I feel like the answer... I'm curious what they think the answer is because it is not actually apparent in this question at all.
No.
Because there is no right answer.
No, there isn't.
And I feel like if you know the answer, it's not about which is the correct answer. It is what feels
Right.
I
think that's
inside of you.
For something like this, especially.
Yeah.
Because it's so, like, I can't tell you to make music your hobby. And I also can't tell you to, like, no, I mostly just can't tell you to make music your hobby if you're, like, this is your
passion,
dream.
your dream. I really can't get behind telling you to get a 9-to-5.
No, and I'm never going to do that. I feel like I'm in kind of like a similar zone where I was like, you know, I'm gonna be an actor, and then just kind of like followed like what I was interested in for the last like 15 years. And here I am listening to a podcast with my best friend and like throwing parties at my house regularly and like not doing any traditional acting, but also having the time of my life. And also not getting paid for any of that stuff, but just like hobbling the things together to figure out how to pay the bills. And I'm 33 or something. I'm the 30s age where I like can't remember exactly the second number.
We're both older than you, question asker.
Yeah. I can never get behind telling someone to give up on their dream. Period.
Yeah.
It just makes me feel yucky.
I think it's just like what literally makes you happiest.
Yeah.
And I just don't really see a 9-to-5 making anyone happy.
No
one's happy. Like people do that so that they have the health insurance and the stability, but at what cost? If you're too tired to do the thing that you love, then what's the point? And honestly, in this day and age, like barista, bartender, you can make plenty of money.
Yeah, maybe consider like working at a bar that you get tipped at more, or like at a fancier restaurant. Like try a fine dining.
Yeah, maybe
thing. Like,
one part-time job that gives you a little bit more financial freedom.
Yes.
You know, back in Chicago, I worked a restaurant job 3 days a week and had literally the rest of my week to audition and do whatever I needed to do. Unfortunately, restaurant work pays less in LA and it's more expensive here, which is sick.
Yeah, it's twisted.
So I work 4 days a week, gag. But I can still pay all my bills.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I booked a few things.
Yeah.
And I have that money.
Yes.
So I think the more time you leave to pursue that passion, the more opportunities you'll get to actually supplement your income with that thing and make it more of a job.
And it will be harder then for you to even consider like, oh, can I make this my hobby? Because it's like something that's literally bringing in part of your income. So it's your livelihood, like which it already is.
Yeah, it's at least your emotional livelihood.
Yeah.
People are so sad in their jobs. Jobs are so bad.
And in this world, all we have is our joy. So hang on to it.
And honestly, like 9-to-5s don't even give you free healthcare. You still have to pay for it.
Yeah.
Maybe it's subsidized, but you're still paying for it. So get the Affordable Care Act, insurance, the marketplace, whatever. It's actually not a sell to get a job like that.
It's really not.
And also,
just get like a boyfriend with a 9-to-5 and then get on his health insurance.
Or that. Or I've been on, this has kind of been...
If you really need a PPO.
Get a boyfriend with help.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
no. That should also not be motivation to get a boyfriend. No, be happy.
Okay.
Be happy.
I'm kidding.
It was kind of timed right in my life to get on state healthcare, where when I was, there were times in Chicago where I was really underemployed and I was able to get on Medicaid in Illinois, and then they kind of never took it away from me.
Amazing.
Even though I made more money than the limit, which is also crazy because like those minimums or maximums or whatever are so low
Yes.
that it's like it's still healthcare is just still so unattainable.
Yeah.
And when I moved to LA, I didn't have a job and immediately got residency, got my SNAP benefits, got my free buses, got, you know, all the public assistance that I could to stay afloat. And they automatically put me on Medicaid
Easy.
when I applied for SNAP, I think.
Yeah.
Um,
They
and-
put me on Medicaid and I don't need it this year. I'm insured through Joe and I have to be like, stop giving me this.
Yeah.
They're desperate to give it away.
I would say look into Medicaid in your state.
Yeah.
Don't make it. Don't make healthcare the reason you need a job,
No.
because your job is not going to pay for it, and you're going to be sad.
Next question.
Next question.
I'll read this one. Oh! This is from Ramona.
That was almost my name.
What? Did I know that?
I don't know.
How is it almost your name?
I was almost named Ramona.
And then you were at the last second named Juanita?
Mhm.
How come? You came out and they said, she doesn't look like a Ramona.
I think it was before it came out.
Okay.
I'm actually not quite sure why they decided Ramona or why they decided to keep thinking. Well, actually, okay, so my father is crazy about baby names. I remember when my niece was born in 2001, he had lists of notebook paper with different combinations of first and middle names, like written out for her.
Just in case.
Just like absolute combinations of ideas. And I think when one of my brothers was born, I think my dad like kept going up to the person to add names to his birth certificate or something. Like he's obsessed with the baby name.
That's
So
sweet.
it wouldn't surprise me. I mean, Mom, correct me if I'm wrong, but it wouldn't surprise me if they decided on Ramona and then my dad was just too full of ideas.
And they said Juanita.
And then he said, "What about Juanita?" And then my mom was like, "Yeah, that actually."
Yeah. It is better.
Thanks.
Sorry, Ramona.
Sorry, Ramona. What does Ramona have to say to us?
Hello, Super Sister Signs. I'm new to LA and looking for recommendations. Have you done any day trips that you really enjoyed? Well, you're the queen of day trips.
I'm the queen of a trip, but
Agreed.
I've sworn off kind of the day
That's
trip and the
true.
one night trip.
That's true.
So, and I totally understand if an overnight is not in the budge.
Mm-hmm.
So here's my recommendation: is like pick a neighborhood in LA and make that your day trip.
Mm-hmm.
I did that once in Highland Park.
Mm-hmm.
I think it would be fun to do in Echo Park.
You know, Joe and I had to. Well, we picked up our friends at the airport the other day, and then we were
Yeah.
picking up you like 3 hours later. So we just went to Manhattan Beach.
Yeah.
So darling.
Yeah.
Just like on the coast, little sweet shops, little like we got sushi.
Mhm.
We walked around. So sweet. Just this little beach town, 15 minutes south of LAX. Why would I ever go there? Otherwise, I wouldn't. But now I'm talking about Manhattan Beach to everyone.
Yeah, I know. And actually, Vince and I had a coastal day once when we went to San Pedro,
Yes.
and then Redondo Beach and Hermosa Beach, which is, you know, down there along the coast.
Yeah.
And we were back that same night. So
You did Venice one day, right? Or was it
Mm-mm.
different?
Malibu.
Mm.
We did Malibu one day.
What about the Sunken City?
That was
Where
on
that?
our San Pedro tour. Yeah. So look within LA limits. It's a huge city.
Yeah.
So that's my rec is just make a day of the neighborhood.
Yeah.
Because there are going to be so many shops and restaurants and sites.
Spend
And
time on Google Maps.
spend time on Google Maps.
Just go on your computer and go type in something you like and then just click around a little bit. I did that so much when we first moved here.
Mm-hmm.
And then I would be like, there's this like little restaurant I want to go to. Or
Yeah.
like a little store I want to go to. And then you go and they're like, oh, the whole neighborhood is delightful.
Yeah. You
Of
can
course.
also, my boyfriend loves TikTok.
Mm.
And he will get like a lot of ideas of what to do in certain places from TikTok. So you can go to TikTok and literally type in things to do in Echo Park.
Easy.
And you will find all of these like content creator videos of five cheap and fun things to do in Echo Park.
Mm-hmm.
Come with me while I spend a Saturday in Echo Park.
Easy.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you just watch and get ideas.
There's a brand or something called Secret Los Angeles. That's all over social media.
Yeah.
And they're a great resource, I think, for someone who's like, I just want to like do interesting activities.
Yeah.
See fun things.
LA is also rife with theme parks.
Really?
Oh, I mean,
yeah.
in the area, not
Yeah,
LA
you're right.
proper, but
You're right, yeah.
Universal's in LA.
Right there.
So you can take the subway, the
Mhm.
red line, straight to Universal.
You can. Then take a shuttle and they go.
Oop, so you can spend a day at Universal. You go to Disneyland. You go to Knott's Berry Farm. You could go to Six Flags.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. That's a day right there.
Yeah.
That's fun. At least for me, I love that stuff.
Yeah, you do love that stuff.
But they also have like rides at like Santa Monica. You can go to Santa Monica Pier.
True.
Into the little roller
Santa
coaster.
Monica Pier is like a fun little like put your tourist hat on and just check out Route 66.
Sure.
Yeah, Pier. Go to Bubba Gump's.
Go to Bubba Gumps.
Just once.
It doesn't matter. Go. You
Go.
live here now.
Yeah, you can do stuff like that. Oh, Griffith Observatory is also like a great day trip. Like,
Oh yeah.
a hike-
Griffith in general. Take a hike.
Yeah.
Or the shuttle.
Or the shuttle. The free bus.
The free bus.
I love it here.
And go to
Congrats
the
on
top.
living here.
Go to the top and look around.
Go to the top. The actual museum is so cool.
Yeah, it's cool.
Have you seen one of the shows in the planetarium?
No, I haven't seen a show.
God, it's delightful.
Yeah.
I
At
recommend. No, it's anytime during the day
Oh.
because it's like a screen.
Oh.
It's like a big planetarium screen, and there's a live narrator, and they're excellent.
Cool.
It's a movie about the universe or about whatever. They have like different movies.
Yeah. That's
around.
cool.
Yeah.
So many things to do. So many museums. I want to go to the Academy Museum.
Oh yeah.
Still haven't been there.
You should go.
I think people love the Getty Museum.
People love it.
People love it.
There's
There's
so
some
many.
gardens that I heard about.
Huntington.
Huntington Gardens I heard are delightful.
Gotta go. We gotta go.
We gotta go.
There's like a big library there as well.
Yeah.
I'm getting jazzed for a day trip now.
Sounds fun.
Let's go.
Let's go. Maybe we could record pod and like
Oh.
go on a trip.
That's fun.
Why did you laugh?
Because I just imagined us with all of this equipment.
No, not record on the trip.
Oh, what? That's why I was like,
Record.
what?
Sit right here,
Record normally,
normal style.
and then
And
leave
then
and
leave.
go on a trip. That sounds great.
Sounds fun.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. We'll be in touch.
All right, let's do the next question.
Great.
It's written by a person named John. And I was asking you if we should anonymize these.
Mhm.
This person did not request to be anonymous, but I did make the observation that all Johns are anonymous because there are too many Johns. And it is impossible to make a distinction between Jonathans. It could be literally anyone. Here we go. John says, advice on letting a friendship go. If someone has given little to no effort in a friendship, but I care about them, is it appropriate to make a clean break?
Now, this is interesting
Okay.
because we've touched on this before.
Mm-hmm.
Like the idea of a friend who is just like not showing up for you or is just being kind of a shitty friend, basically not showing that they like care for you and about you. There's no reason to continue that relationship with that person. Cut them off, kill them, block them. They're dead.
Mm-hmm.
But you and I were talking about this a little bit ago that like the phrasing of this question is interesting.
Is it appropriate to make a clean break? And I'm kind of wondering what this person, John, means by appropriate. Like, is it polite? Like, are they asking, is it crazy to be out of the blue, be like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be your friend anymore?
I mean, the truth is that the way that they are acting to you is not appropriate. So it has kind of already gone out the window. You don't need to be appropriate with them. You don't need to be a good friend to them. Because
You kind of don't need to do anything.
yeah, I think that you should take care of yourself. And I think my answer remains the same. Like, kill them, and it doesn't matter if it's appropriate or not.
Metaphorically, kill them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like this is less of, because before it was a block them when we talked about friendship question.
Yeah.
I feel like this is less of a block them situation and more of a stop trying situation.
Yeah.
Because it seems like you do care about this person and would be open to friendship if they did put in some effort, and maybe there is a world in which they do. And I think it is appropriate to leave that door open to someone who's not maybe actively harming you or like doing something actively shitty, but maybe just not trying. I mean, I have a friend like that.
Yeah.
Where it's just like grain of salt, of like, you tell me that you're free, I'm going to assume that the hangout's probably not happening come the day. Or, just kind of maybe adjust your expectations for this person and stop trying. You care about them, and there's also maybe a world in which you have a conversation about it. And I think that is appropriate.
Yeah.
To be like, hey, I've noticed I haven't heard from you in a while. Are you okay? Is anything going on? Like, maybe kind of check in with them about that, and maybe ask or like say like, hey, I feel like maybe you're not like super interested in being friends, and that makes me sad. Do you want to be friends? I don't know, not that, but like that's like
a devastating question to ask.
Don't ask that question. I can't imagine asking that question, but something
I did imagine having that conversation with someone and how horrified I'd feel.
Yeah, don't do that.
Asked me that question.
Don't do that. But something to the effect
right.
of,
like,
if you believe that this person has your best interests at heart and you still care about them, there is a world in which you can say, hey, this behavior makes me feel a certain way.
Yeah.
This is a solution that would make me feel better. You on board with that?
Yeah.
Whatever that means for you, you know?
I also feel like if maybe you have already tried to have this conversation, maybe you haven't, but like if it's been going on for longer and you are feeling like you're trying because you care about them and like you are just not getting that reciprocated over and over again, or maybe you've like come to some realization. Maybe you're in therapy and you're like, oh, I'm like connecting all these dots between like harmful patterns in relationships I have. And this is maybe like an example of a person like that. Yes, it's appropriate to make a clean break. Like if that is like maybe where that question is coming from. I don't know. I'm just like offering also like truthfully, I think the answer to the question depends a little bit on the context and the details.
And also what clean break means to you, because I think you can personally make a clean break and know that you are doing it for yourself.
Yes.
Without broadcasting it.
Yes. You don't even have to like block them or
say goodbye.
Yeah.
even.
You can just say, I'm going to stop trying with this person.
Yeah.
You're going to like kind of make the decision to like not care about them as much, because maybe that will open up your heart to care about like the people who are showing up for you more.
Yeah. Yeah, because ultimately they don't deserve your care. They haven't earned it because there's no effort. Well,
yeah. I think maybe it's time for one more question.
What do you got?
Let's see. Okay. This one is anonymous.
Okay.
I need to go no contact with my parents, but I think I might break and give in really easily. Any advice? I think this is actually an interesting one to piggyback off of what we were just talking about.
I have a question about the question.
Sure.
I think I have to go no contact, but I might give in easily. Does that mean that they're afraid of announcing the no contact and then like the shame of breaking that, or like what is the fear of breaking it about?
That's a good question.
What do you think?
I made some assumptions, which is that this person has decided that they need to go no contact with their parents for their own like mental and emotional health.
Totally.
Or maybe like the health of their children or partner, like
completely appropriate.
The situation is. And maybe their fear of giving in comes from like the societal pressure to have a good relationship with your parents.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think, I mean, but I'm truly just like, that was my first thought.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if I'm giving advice on that, then I would say like society is usually like wrong about stuff most of the time. And I think if you've like
Especially
come to
about
this,
families.
oh my God, yeah. Especially about families.
Especially American families.
Sometimes your parents are really evil. And you don't have to have a relationship with them anymore.
No.
And in fact, it's harmful for you and perhaps your new family to continue having a relationship with them.
Yeah.
And then there are like a million degrees of that in between like going no contact and having a good relation, like seeing them all the time, you know, talking to your parents every day. Truly more than a million degrees in between. But I think like that going no contact is like a pretty big thing. But I also think like based on what you said, like kind of what is there to be afraid of? Like if it all depends on what the stakes are. Like if you're worried about just like saying it and then going back on your word, it's okay. Like this is a hard thing to do and like it's not culturally like visible very often.
There's no manual to really going no contact with your parents.
No. So like that is tough. And like if you relapse or whatever, like that is okay. And like I think maybe like building a support system with the people that you do see every day and saying like, hey, I'm doing this thing. And like maybe you want like an accountability buddy or something. Maybe somebody who also has like a tough relationship with their parents who can like keep you in check or like
yeah
and
have a plan, I guess, or just like
have a plan.
Decide what your boundary is. If your mom reaches out and you don't want to talk to her, what is your plan for that scenario? Do you block her? Do you just ignore it? What do you do?
Yeah, I think that's really important, like having just like you have a plan for if there's a fire. What is your plan to deal with the emergency? Like the thing that you don't want.
Sleep with the door closed.
Does that help?
Yeah, actually, I was really afraid of fire when I was a kid.
Oh my God.
Because they would do, like, a firefighter would come to your elementary school and teach you fire safety. And what it did was make me extremely stressed about a fire in my home. And we lived in a garden apartment growing up, and I could not sleep with the door open because I needed the door closed, because if there was a fire, then
outside of the bedroom,
got it. Then the door does slow it down considerably.
Huge.
So it gives you time. And then I practiced like climbing out my window.
That was my next question.
Yeah.
What's the window situation?
I had a lot of fear.
Yeah.
And now I have to sleep with my door open because my cat needs in and out privileges. Like I did get over the door closed a really long time ago, but I needed a door closed policy for a long time because of fires.
So that's good to know.
I had like fire plans, routes. It was very stressful for me. And that's not something that I think about actually kind of ever. This is really like becoming unlocked for me. Mom, do you remember this?
God, Phyllis, please write in and let us know if you remember the fire fear. My mom was just texting me earlier this week about how I was deathly afraid of clowns as a child. Apparently, we all went to a Home Depot once and there was a clown in the store, not near us, but in the store. And I was so hysterical at like 4 years old that everyone had to leave. Just like me and my parents all had to leave the Home Depot. No one could get their
You were hysterical.
tasks done that day. Yeah.
I was really afraid of not clowns specifically, but a very specific clown painting that my mom needed to have over our mantle for whatever reason. It wasn't like, it was
I
just
got a horrific chill down
like
my back.
a sad clown man weeping over the mantle. And this was a time when I had to spend every night in my mother's bed, but I would go to bed in my own bed. And I had to cross the dining room and I could see into the living room above the mantle. And it was like very scary for me to cross that threshold and have the sad clown man like looking. And so I would run as fast as I could, eyes averted. to not have to
I'm inside your childhood body right
bear
now.
witness to this
Experiencing
clown
this.
painting.
That painting was haunted.
My mom had to get rid of it because it was so distressing.
It sounds disturbing deeply.
Bad. Mom, you remember that?
Please write in.
Please write in if you remember that one.
Oh my god. We gotta stop. I'm too scared.
We're
Spooky
too scared,
season
folks.
is over and I'm like,
Oops.
whoops.
Too scared.
Oops. All scared.
Thanks so much for your questions. We
Yeah.
love to be experts. And we do know everything.
So
get over it.
you know where to find us.
At Super Sister Signs. Kind of everywhere.
Yeah. Write in if you'd like us to answer your questions on a future Cosmic Council. And see you next week.
Bye, Star Babies. Send us a message. Drop us a line.
Review and subscribe. Leave us a 5.
Stars if you can, and I know that you can.
Tell your friends and download it again.
Super Sister Signs. Super Sister Signs. Super Sister